Everybody have a piece of paper? Ready to go? Alright, so here's a scenario. Write down a family tree as I go along with this. So we have a man named Stephen who's 35 years old, and he has a wife who's 29 years old. Her name is Sarah. Sarah is 20 weeks pregnant with a baby boy. Now, Sarah's been recommended to a genetic counselor, you guys, by a gynecologist because of her family's history of Fragile X syndrome. Sarah has 3 siblings. Her sister Haley is 33 years old and married to James. Her brother Austin is 25 years old and is married to Emily. You guys want to hear it one more time?
Yes.
All right. So, Sarah has 3 siblings. Her sister Haley, 33 years old, is married to James, age not born for James. Her brother Austin is 25 years old and is married to Emily. One more time, or everybody have it?
What is the name of James's wife? Or her sister?
Haley.
Can you say the ages again?
Haley is 33 and Austin is 25.
What about Sarah?
Sarah's 29. And then she has a single brother named Jacob, who is 21 years old. And Sarah has 2 parents, Tim, who is 71 years old, and Leslie, who is 67 years old.
How old is Tim?
Tim is 71, and Leslie is 67. Would you guys like me to draw it on the board?
Yes, please.
Alright. You guys know circles or
Yeah.
girls and squares and boys? So does this look about what you guys have right now?
Yes.
Oh, that's a jerk. Christian?
We're good. No. Who's Sarah married to?
Stephen,
How old is Steven?
35. And it's preferable that you have it down by age 30, going down, you go left to right, but it's not hugely important. It just makes it easier to track. Yeah, now I'm going to give you guys some more information. Everybody have these down? Or need more time? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready to get it. Still waiting for it. Everybody? Alright. The reason for her visit is because her sister Haley has a 7-year-old son named Nick who was diagnosed with FXS a few years back. Now we're going to add a new part into this. If you find out that somebody's diagnosed, you're going to color the square in completely black if they have FXS. Now, Haley has had irregular periods and has had difficulty conceiving another child. So, based off that information, what can you guys conclude about Haley that you might be able to write down?
That she's a carrier and that her
What's the term for that?
methylated
Premutation.
premutation. Okay.
Alright, so we have a permutation box. You're going to put a little dot in the circle if you think that somebody has a permutation. Methylated just means that one of the X chromosomes is in there, which is still possible for her, because she has 2. Now, Katie's brother Austin has had trouble with balance and is often very forgetful. Austin and his wife have 2 children. His son David, 5 years old, is perfectly healthy, but her daughter Alice, 3 years old, has also been diagnosed with FXS. After her parents noticed a delay in her walking and crawling, and then her speech.
Wait, can you repeat that?
Yeah, it's like, I'll try it. So we have 2 kids. David and Alice. Alice is 3. I believe David is 5. Yeah, David is 5. David's healthy and Alice has syndrome. Now, her brother Jacob is perfectly healthy and he's single, so he has no children or a wife. Now, her father Tim had a pacemaker put in when he was 65 because he had trouble regulating his heartbeat and lacks the ability to remember things like his son. Sarah's mom, Leslie, who also had an irregular period up until she reached menopause. Lastly, Sarah has had irregular periods off a few years before she was pregnant. So from that, what can you guys possibly conclude?
Sarah and Leslie both are premutated.
Tim? Can we conclude anything about Tim about that?
He's probably premutated as well.
And if a male is premutated, what is another possibility?
He is at the pre one.
Good job. Affects TAS.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because he also has memory, he lacks memory ability, and because his coordination. He had the pacemaker put in, which is also his autonomical nervous system.
Wait, can you repeat what happens if a guy has it? Because why don't they just have the whole syndrome if they have one of the genes?
Huh?
So if a male's X chromosome is mutated?
Because he has, because I said the concept of anticipation, so you can start with 5 to 44, which is healthy, but you can still be a permutation carrier and have 44 to 54, 54 to 200, and so he is in the stage of, he still has below 200, so he's a permutation carrier, so whoever, his mom or dad passed on to him a second generation of a mutated X chromosome. So maybe his dad had a healthy one, and his mom passed on the mutated one, but the full mutation above 200 hasn't occurred for him yet. So the number of repeats, it happens during meiosis, during the replication phase, when the X chromosomes all replicate. And so the number of repeats that happen is basically, it's all biological. So there's no 100% way of finding out that how many repeats they're going to have. and how many times it's gonna multiply each generation. So he just didn't have it multiply to where it was above the 200 mark. Alright, so now that you guys have the family, everybody have this written down? So the next step that the genetic counselor would take in this process is look at genetic testing results. Now Sarah, you guys are lucky, came in with her testing results. And so